Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Welcome to Learn Urdu with Sara. On this platform, I've been teaching Urdu for over 2 years and I've created over 100 videos in the past. So I teach Urdu through grammar, vocabulary, stories, and I also taught Urdu with movies and Pakistani dramas. Today I thought I'll take the help of ChatGPT and learn some essential verbs. It has given us these 10 verbs. Some of them I would say, for example, this one is something that's not right. Let me ask it to give me some examples as well. Oh, so it's giving us examples now. That's amazing. So it will keep giving us some examples and then we'll go to the top and just read some examples, and we'll also read each verb and check out the pronunciation. I don't know about this verb though. I don't know. I'm just surprised. This verb is not right. But let me go to the top and I'm going to pronounce each verb one by one. So the first verb, as we all know, is the most important verb, Karna, which is to do. And see the example. So here, Karna, and so I'm going to focus on the Roman Urdu because most of my students don't know the Urdu script, so I'll just focus on the Roman script. So the example of this is मैं कल काम करने जा रहा हूँ. So here मैं कल means tomorrow, काम करने means to work. So I tomorrow to work, जा रहा हूँ, will go or going. मैं कल काम करने जा रहा हूँ. So here you can see that it is to work, right? काम करना is to work. But it's going into an oblique form. It's not मैं काम करना जा रहा हूँ. It is काम करने जा रहा हूँ. It is like this because it is implied that there is a postposition after it. The postposition is मैं काम करने के लिए. So के लिए is a postposition. काम करने के लिए. Whenever there's a postposition after a verb, after a pronoun, or after a noun, the ending R changes into A. So this is called the oblique form of the nouns and the verb. So here in this case, it is a verb that's going into an oblique form. So that is why, even though the postposition is not actually there, sometimes we don't actually say it, but it's implied. So the actual sentence with the postposition would be मैं काम करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ. मैं काम करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ. Tomorrow I'm going for work, or I'm going to do work. Janna is used in the progressive tense. Okay, now we'll move to the next verb. The next verb is Janna. So there's two ends here. Ja, n, jan, na. So here you can see the whiteboard that I use during my classes. We're going to write this verb. We're going to break down. So there is ja, which is jim, alif, ja, na, janna. There is jim, alif, noon, noon, and alif again. So janna. Janna is to know. Now I'm going to go to the example. Let's see the example. तुम कैसे जान सकते हो? तुम means you, कैसे means how. तुम कैसे जान सकते हो. So here janna is the verb, right? So the verb is basically jan, na. So what we do is when we're making a can construction, what we do is we remove the na and we make a compound verb. So Jan is the original verbal stem, and what we do is we attach sakna with it. So it becomes Jan Sakna. Jan Sakna. Jan Sakna is a compound verb. It is a compound verb. So what we do is we conjugate it. We'll conjugate Jan Sakna. We'll make it a verb and we conjugate Jan Sakna. So here we conjugate it in present simple tense. We added the te suffix. So we'll remove the na, and here we'll put a te suffix. Jaan sakte means able to. Jaan sakte. Jaan sakta is I'm able to. So I'm able to know. Main jaan sakta hoon. Here it is the subject is you, which is tum. Therefore we are using te. So tum kaise jaan sakte ho? How can you know? So now the next verb is dena. Dena, which is to give. Dena. We'll go to the example of this verb. So here we can see, वो अपने दोस्त को तोहफा देता है. This is the present simple tense. वो means he. In this case, we know that it is he because the verb you can see is using the ta suffix, which is for masculine, for men. So, वो अपने दोस्त को, to his friend. अपने means his. So many of you might be wondering what apne means. So when the subject of the sentence is also the possessor of the noun, then the usual possessive adjective, which is unka, right? Unka means his. Here, wo is used. So wo and unka cannot come together in the same sentence. So therefore, we are using apna here. So when the subject of the sentence is also the possessor of the noun, the possessive adjective will become apne or apna or apni. So here it's implied that it's men because apne, a sound is for men. So apne dost, his friend. अपने दोस्त को तोहफा देता है. तोहफा means gift. देता है. He gives his friend a gift. I'll move to the next one, which is Lena. Lena is to take. Let's go to the example of Lena. So the example of Lena is this. मैं इस किताब को लेना चाहता हूँ. मैं means I, इस किताब को. इस means this in this case. इस किताब को लेना चाहता हूँ. To take. Lena means to take, as you can see here. But it actually also means to buy as well. So मैं इस किताब को लेना चाहता हूँ. चाहना is the verb to want. So this chahna is conjugated in the present simple tense. I want to buy this book. I want to take this book. This actually sentence implies that he wants to buy this book. See, it's he because it's ta. So ta suffix is usually used for masculine subjects. Now we're going to go to the next verb. The next verb is samajna. Samajna is to understand. Samajna. Samajna. To understand. मैं नहीं समझता. मैं नहीं समझता कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. So in this sentence I would say there's one mistake. मैं नहीं समझता कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. Let's copy it and let's paste it on our whiteboard. Okay, remove this and let's copy it. Okay, so here this is the sentence. मैं नहीं समझता कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. Okay, so ke here is a conjunction. English translation is fine, like this is fine on its own, but it's not very common when you say it. Instead of this, you can say मैं नहीं समझा. I didn't understand. मैं नहीं समझा. Didn't understand. कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. के means that, तुम means you, क्या what. कहना to say. What do you want to say? Again, चाहना is used here as the main verb. So तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. What do you want to say? तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. मैं नहीं समझता कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो, और मैं नहीं समझा कि तुम क्या कहना चाहते हो. Okay. If you have any question, you can post it in the comment section. Now we're going to go to the next word, which is bolna. Bolna is to speak, or it is also to say as well. मैं बोल रही हूँ. I'm saying, I'm speaking. Let's see what the example it gives us. Okay, bolna. Here it's bolna. Amazing. वो इंग्लिश, उर्दू और पंजाबी बोलता है. वो इंग्लिश, Urdu, or here means and. Usually I write and as or. So I write it like this. Or. Okay. बोलता है. So here it is conjugated in the present simple tense. He speaks. Now we're going to go to the next verb, which is Padhna. Padhna is to read, right? Padhna is to read. The ra sound is this, ra, which is a bit different from ra. So it's ra, padhna, padhna. It's the d and r, it's a mixture of d and r. Okay, now we're gonna go to the example. This is the example. मेरे पास कोई नई किताबें पढ़ने के लिए नहीं है. Okay, this is very similar to the first example, right? Let's see. The first example, yeah, this it's here, it's going into an oblique form. In this case as well, it is going into an oblique form, as you can see. पढ़ने के लिए. पढ़ने के लिए means in order to read. मेरे पास means I have. नई, नई means new, नई. किताबें means books. मेरे पास I have any new book. पढ़ने के लिए in order to read. पढ़ने के लिए in order to read नहीं है. Not is. So I don't have any book to read. मेरे पास कोई नई किताबें पढ़ने के लिए नहीं है. Okay. Now go to the next verb. The next verb is likhna. Likhna is to write. Likhna. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the example. Likhna. मैं अपनी कहानी लिख रही हूँ. See, this is very beginner lesson because I see that there are a lot of viewers who are just starting out in Urdu. I want the lessons to be simple. So मैं अपनी कहानी लिख रही हूँ. I, apni kahani means my own story, my story. So again, you can see, because the subject of the sentence is also the possessor of the noun. This is kahani, my story. I, my story. When this happens, then meri cannot be used. So instead of meri, apni is used. मैं अपनी कहानी, my own story, लिख रही हूँ. This is the progressive or continuous tense. मैं अपनी कहानी लिख रही हूँ. I am writing my own story. Okay. Do you understand this point? I'll make a detailed video about it. Okay, now let's see the ninth verb, which is Haridna. Haridna. The ha sound is coming from the back of the palate. Haridna. Okay. So Haridna means to buy. वो एक नई कार खरीदता है. वो एक नई कार खरीदता है. वो means he. एक means one. नई कार. Instead of car, you can also say gaadi. Let's replace the English word with an Urdu verb. वो एक नई कार खरीदता है. So instead of car, we have to replace it with gaadi. Gaadi. And the Urdu word for it is Re. Okay, let me remove my, this is just gonna keep bothering me, so this is better. गाड़ी. So वो एक नई गाड़ी खरीदता है. खरीदता, he buys a new car. So वो एक नई गाड़ी खरीदता है. Instead of खरीदता, we can put a future suffix as well, which is inge. Inge. So let's remove it. Let's just remove the ta and put the inge suffix. So खरीदेंगे will mean buy. खरीदेंगे. Perfect. So वो एक नई गाड़ी खरीदेंगे. That means he will buy a new car. This sounds a bit more appropriate than खरीदता है, because in today's economy nobody has this capacity to buy new cars. But this makes sense that he will buy a car, because this was implying that he buys, like this is his hobby or something, and this is some routine work. That is why I changed it to खरीदेंगे. Now let's go back to the last verb. Okay, so the last verb, I don't really like it because it's wrong. Let me copy it and change it. So okay, so I'm gonna copy it. This verb is, I think it's Farsi or something, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, so let me erase it. So to send is bhejna, and in Urdu it would be like this: bhejna. It's ba and ha, ye, jim, noon and alif. Bhejna. That means to send. Bhejna. Let's see what it did with the, okay, oh, here it's right though. You can see, मैं एक दोस्त को एक email भेजता हूँ. मैं अपने दोस्त को my friend एक email भेजता हूँ. I send one email, send. So you don't have to use the article though, so you can just see the sentence without ek, because here it's translating a, but in Urdu there's no definite or indefinite article. So you can say मैं अपने दोस्त को email भेजता हूँ. So I send. That is the end of this video. I'll explore ChatGPT more in the future. If you want to have a private lesson with me, I teach on these websites. italki is a great website if you want to learn languages. And if you want to support me, you can support me on patreon.com. Even though it's the bane of my existence, but I have made profiles on Instagram, TikTok and Facebook. I'm not very good at being on social media. I'll see you next time. Have a good day and goodbye.